Hey Gem, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. As always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Gemini. The message could be for you. So feel free to take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are general and timeless readings. If you're wanting to book a one-on-one, my website information is down below in the description box. Go ahead and subscribe your email there. That way you'll always get an email notification every time my availability opens up. You can also follow me over on Instagram. That information is also down below. I post more things on quantum physics and interesting things that I experiment with over there. So feel free to jump over and join the community if you like. We do some fun stuff over there. And just know occasionally I do get scammers. So, all my links to everything down below in the description box, nothing else. The only place you can access my services is through my website, which is also down below, which means if you get a DM asking for, that is posing to be me, asking for donations, money, personal readings, that is definitely not me. I do not do that, okay? And as always, thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you've supported the channel. Let's dive in. Okay. So, Gem, you've got first out the King of Cups. Like, for some of you guys, this could be a father. Or, you've also got this Five of Swords, which could be... I don't really like that. I mean, you could be at a stalemate with a particular person here. Like, they're not... Every time I see this with the kings, it's like this person is kind of hard to budge. Yeah, even though they're a water sign, it doesn't mean that they're not, like... It doesn't mean all water signs are going to be super flexible. There's a particular person here that, like, refuses to budge on something. And for some reason, that could be affecting... Like, I think that it's... maybe causing some issues here. There could be something here emotionally that it's affecting you, but look at this. Look how crazy. There's the Page of Cups here. That's why I was saying there's either an age difference between you and this person, or like I said, it could be like father-child or something along those lines. But we look at that. Again, the Hanged Man and the Hermit. So it's kind of talking about... I almost want to put this like this. How very interesting. That's how we're going to do this, okay? So, you two, stalemate. And I'm going to say this like this, okay, Gem? This is, like, very interesting because this is a teacher-student thing going on here. And when it comes to this connection, like I was saying, there's either a difference in age or emotional maturity here, but this is very fascinating because, like, there is a lot of depth here. See the little whales and that? So it's like, even though there could be a youthful person somehow in this energy, this person is very emotionally deep, okay? If that makes any sense. So this is the challenge of this situation, is like, this person might be looking for answers, and the challenge is that this person is actually presenting them, but this person, the King of Cups energy, might feel a little bit kind of like egoic. And it doesn't even have to just be age. It could be that someone is coming in as not as experienced in some way. So take however it applies, Gem. Like, if you're in the King of Cups and there's someone else that's coming forward towards you with like an actual solution, it could be that you're kind of like feeling a little challenged to release what you've been holding so strong to. Like, maybe certain ways, like there could be a bit of rigidity that's happening here. And the Hermit card is right. That's why I think that this is super fascinating, because there's someone here in the mix that's feeling stuck or in a holding pattern, or can't like really, they like want to transform past their current situation. Like, they want to get unstuck. And there's a person that's coming forward with like, but this person feels kind of like there's a humbling here that would need to happen that I feel like this person is resisting. That's why it's the stalemate, because this person might have to like let go of their hold on something or release it, and they're not doing it very easily. There's a lot of resistance to that. That's why it's usually a stalemate. And there's the Three of Swords. Okay, so this is what's so tricky, because I feel there is an emotional connection here, very strong, but I feel as though you could be maybe spending time with the Hermit card. You could be doing a lot of like self-reflection on this person, or maybe how you need to handle it. Like if you're trying to find a different way to present the solution, like it depends on where you are. Like that's why I was saying you could be, and fascinatingly, you could find yourself over the next week or however long in both sides of the situation, where you're like dealing with a person that's in a stalemate and you have a solution for them, but you might also find in some area of your life you're like wanting some transformation or growth, and someone might be coming in and showing you like this is how you access it, like this is what you need to do, but it's going to require some changes to your patterns or your habits. And that might be a little bit like challenging for you to completely resist, because there might be certain things that you're very connected to, like even emotionally connected to, because that's what's coming in the strongest for you, is like your emotional tie to things, foods, you know, like there. And I think if you really spend some time with the Hermit and the Hanged Man in maybe your own form of mindfulness, just watching your relationship to all the things that you continue to go to, like what are the thoughts that keep pulling you in that direction and putting you, like making you do that. Because you have the Temperance and the Magician. Okay, well this is very interesting here, because I'm seeing that there's a person here with the communication that like has a very soothing way about them. Does that make sense to you at all? Six of Cups. Okay, yes. Page of Cups. Look at that. The same thing. Okay. All right, so there's been some harsh communications in the past. I am gonna definitely say that. Look at this. I don't know if it's between you and this person, or this is a person that's tied to a particular person, that there was like, there's another energy surrounding them. This is what's fascinating, Gem, is I'm seeing two different energies here. One is very like acceptance, very easygoing, and then there's another energy attached to this one that's like very that. Okay, and that could be the thing that you want to go towards this, but this is attached to this, and you're kind of like, you know, debating on if you want to go towards this, which is like super tricky, because I'm getting here that you might feel like you become stuck in certain ways when you entangle with this energy, maybe because like this person is stuck, you know. So there was a conversation in the past, and there's this Six of Cups, which is saying like there's a lot of thinking about, those will be coming up for you quite a bit, that maybe you're seeing even signs of this person coming into your reality for some of you guys, or like maybe they'll actually reach out. But I'm seeing here you are with Temperance, where you're wanting to kind of moderate or assess, like this is pretty peaceful, like this is peaceful communications. And that could be something that you're either desiring and you're assessing if that can actually happen here with a particular person, okay? So you have the Page of Cups here. This is what's super interesting. And you have the Magician. Okay. and the Sun card. This is very, very interesting. Okay. If we didn't have the freaking Five of Swords, this would be a completely different scenario, but that stupid Five of Swords had to pop out, didn't it? So, here's the dealio. Alright. The Magician card, especially in this deck, is an influencer. Okay, this is an energy that's like, with the Page of Cups, it's like influencing more youthful or more flexible emotional energies, and even for some empaths. Okay, the Sun card is coming in, for crying out loud. So this is a very interesting energy, because I'm getting here that there's a person that could be coming in that's trying to like influence you in a particular direction using positivity. So they're pretty delicate with how they're trying to approach you. Maybe because like a certain degree of things, but they could be like maybe they're thinking, maybe there's some emotional growth, or they're trying to like, this person, like, okay, I have to say this because this person has a lot of pain and trauma that I think at this point in their life they kind of feel like it's they might have kind of, you know what I said about the acceptance, like they feel stuck but they've almost accepted where they are, but they have an extremely soft spot for you, okay? And they like, how do I say this? They still see you as young and innocent. I mean, maybe for some of you guys, like, that's what happens between the two of you. Oh, you know, and I was getting a little bit of this at the beginning. This person, you might actually come into this situation like you have all these answers, but someone might, that ego part could try to downplay your intelligence. And Five of Swords is very unfortunate because I always say it's like a gaslighting card. So this person, it might try to keep themselves a little bit elevated or full of power by downplaying your intuition. And that's super unfortunate because, like, I can see that there's a lot of different elements here in this connection. Like, whoever this person is, it's either like a romance or a family, whoever this is. It's just like tricky because you might be starting to see this person in a very different light that for a long time, you, like, for example, when you've got like a King of Cups with the Five of Swords and some of these different elements that are coming in, people's trauma will literally ignite their mirror neurons. So because when you're in survival mode, maybe because you're not totally aware of the self-care that you need to do, or, you know, if people abandon themselves in their self-care, which, like, physical health or, you know, like, if they abandon their self-care, and this is an alchemical thing. I really cannot stand anymore people saying self-care is freaking pedicures and manicures. Like, I can't stand that anymore. I'm like, okay, first off, most nail polishes are full of phthalates, which is like getting absorbed and affecting, like, it's bad. So I cannot stand that. It's things that not the most enjoyable to do, okay? Working out and eating foods that aren't the most exciting but provide you health and energy. Anyway, so sorry for that rant, but if this person self-abandoned, first off, that chemical thing is the thing that put them out of their power. So they think that the source of their power is outside of themselves, and if they can devalue what you're doing, it really does give them a sense of power. And I am legit seeing that for a long time You could have had maybe this person on a pedestal in some form of capacity, like for a while, because maybe they were older or you looked up to them as maybe having like more wisdom. I'm seeing your perception is altering of them. Maybe you're diving more into like narcissism and trauma and things like that, and just noticing, oh, going back to the mirror neurons, what I was saying, when a person is full of trauma and they have to like move into their survival instincts, they will mirror who is in front of them. So they will, that's the mirror neuron part. Everyone has that to some degree, because there's like wanting to adapt and move and feel accepted in tribe. Like that's a very innate biological programming that's all within inside of us. But with this particular person, you might be seeing that like this just might be crazy to you, because you might be realizing that the empathy that you had interacted with for so long was really your own. This person was mirroring your empathy, and that's why you felt much more connected to them, because like they wanted to create a social bond with you, but someone else has been disconnected from that process. Like someone else had an emotional reaction to that, because someone could have been feeling like you weren't seeing the true part of this person, and so like it disconnected you from someone else. So that's like this triangulation that was unfortunately subtly like brought in a dynamic between you and I want to say two others that you were dealing with. Because there's like 2 Page of Cups here, there's a Magician, there's a King of Cups. I do feel like there's a person that like is very harsh, and that might be why you always go to this other one, because they know how to mirror you and be you, but that's the inauthentic one, which is super trippy. That's why I was saying like the Hanged Man might be, whoa. I know this might, for a bit, it might feel kind of painful, but when you come into the alter perception, you will be positive about the situation. Like it's actually helping you to elevate. This is really trippy, to be totally honest with you. I'm going to leave it there, Jem. I'm going to dive into the extended. If you want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link, and I'll see you over there. But Jem, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I will see you in your next reading. Take care.